For years, the Philippines stood at the crossroads of global power. A nation often overlooked in the global stage, caught between giants, it was sometimes seen as a small player with little more than a strategic location. But that story is changing. The world's attention has been fixed on the power struggles between two major superpowers, China and the United States. Yet something quiet, yet monumental, has been unfolding in Asia, and it all leads back to one nation, the Philippines. In recent years, the Philippines has come to occupy a central role in a complex web of alliances that is reshaping the future of Asia. It's not just about trade or military power. This is about a new kind of influence, a strategic positioning of countries that can dictate the course of the region's future. What was once thought of as just a small, strategically located island country is now rapidly becoming the linchpin of a growing coalition that is challenging traditional power structures in the Asia-Pacific. So, how exactly did the Philippines rise to this crucial role, and what does this new partnership mean for Asia's future? Before we dive into the story, comment below where you're watching from, because this journey connects us all. Today, we're going to break down the hidden alliance that's turning the Philippines into one of the most important players in Asia, and why the world should be paying attention. The power of alliances. The Philippines has always been an ally to some of the world's biggest powers. However, its partnerships have evolved, transforming from simple relationships into something far more complex and far-reaching. What began with ties to the United States during the Cold War has now evolved into a strategic alliance between the Philippines, the US, and Japan, with other countries joining the fold as well. The key to this alliance is the shared interest in maintaining stability and freedom of navigation in the Indo-Pacific. For decades, the Philippines has sat at the crossroads of trade, defense, and economic power. Now, this position is evolving into a hub of connectivity between some of the world's most influential economies and military powers. The US, the old ally. The relationship between the Philippines and the United States dates back more than a century, but the stakes have never been higher. The US military presence in the Philippines was crucial during the Cold War. However, in recent years, the focus has shifted from military bases to more modern forms of cooperation. In 2023, the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, was expanded. This agreement, which allows the U.S. military to rotate personnel through several Philippine bases, is a testament to the renewed importance of the U.S.-Philippines relationship. The agreement isn't about reasserting military control. It's about positioning the Philippines as a central partner in addressing the rising threats in the region, particularly from China's growing assertiveness in the South China Sea. The Philippines serves as a crucial access point for U.S. forces to maintain a presence in Southeast Asia. With key military bases and joint operations taking place in the region, the Philippines is helping to secure critical sea lanes and ensure that the region remains free from coercion. The U.S. is deeply invested in keeping the Indo-Pacific region open and secure, and its relationship with the Philippines is central to this strategy. The Philippines isn't just an ally in name. It's a vital part of the U.S. strategic calculus for the Indo-Pacific, with the country's military and infrastructure playing an integral role in defending global trade routes. Japan. A rising partner. While the U.S. has always been a cornerstone of Philippine defense and diplomacy, Japan has emerged as a key partner in the economic sphere. The Philippines and Japan share a unique bond that has blossomed over the past few decades. Japan's focus on regional security, economic cooperation, and development has aligned perfectly with the Philippines' own goals. Japanese investments in infrastructure have been crucial to the Philippines' growth, be it through the construction of ports, bridges, and railways, or in the development of key industries such as manufacturing and technology. One of the most significant aspects of the Japan-Philippines relationship is the partnership in maritime security. Japan is an active participant in joint naval exercises and defense collaborations, and the two nations work together to ensure that the South China Sea remains open to international shipping, free from territorial disputes and aggressive maneuvers by China. The Philippines has become an essential partner in Japan's vision for a stable and prosperous Indo-Pacific. By partnering with the Philippines, Japan ensures that it has an ally in one of the most geopolitically sensitive areas in the world. The Philippines' role in ASEAN. Another key aspect of this hidden alliance lies in the Philippines' relationship with ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. ASEAN countries have long shared concerns over China's territorial expansion in the South China Sea, and the Philippines has emerged as a leading voice for upholding international law and maritime sovereignty. Manila's stance on the South China Sea, especially after the 2016 ruling by the Permanent Court of Arbitration, which rejected China's claims to much of the South China Sea, has solidified its position as a key regional player. The Philippines, along with its ASEAN counterparts, has consistently championed a rules-based order in the region. This leadership within ASEAN is significant. It means that the Philippines is no longer just a passive participant in regional matters, but an active and influential voice shaping the collective policy of Southeast Asia. This role allows the Philippines to foster diplomatic relationships with neighboring countries while maintaining its strategic partnerships with the US and Japan. Through its ASEAN membership, the Philippines helps to guide a collective regional response to the threats posed by China, balancing its relationships with the US and Japan while keeping open lines of communication with Beijing. Geopolitical shift. A new role for the Philippines. In the global context, the Philippines is no longer merely a side player in the geopolitical game. It has positioned itself at the center of a new strategic alliance that transcends old alliances and power dynamics. While the US and Japan are essential players in this alliance, the real power lies in how these countries, together with the Philippines, are creating a multidimensional security and economic framework for the Indo-Pacific. This framework not only balances the rising influence of China, but also positions the Philippines as a critical pillar in the future of the region. For the Philippines, this shift has been gradual but profound. It has moved from a position of dependence to one of power and influence. No longer is it simply reacting to the decisions of others. It is now driving those decisions, collaborating with both traditional and emerging powers to shape the future of Asia. The future. A hub of connectivity. Looking ahead, the future of the Philippines is one of increased connectivity. Its strategic location between the Pacific and the South China Sea gives it unparalleled access to the region's most important trade routes. As global supply chains become more diversified and as countries look for alternatives to China, the Philippines is poised to become a vital part of the solution. With its young and tech-savvy population, the Philippines is also positioned to lead in the digital economy. Japan and the US have been key partners in boosting the country's infrastructure, which is critical for the future of e-commerce, fintech, and digital services. The Philippines is emerging as an economic and technological hub in Southeast Asia, with key industries such as business process outsourcing, BPO, electronics, and manufacturing thriving in its economy. The increased foreign investments from countries like Japan, the US, and South Korea are helping to diversify the Philippine economy, making it more resilient and adaptable to the changing global landscape. As the Philippines continues to deepen its partnerships with the US, Japan, and other regional powers, it is set to lead in shaping a future where peace, stability, and economic growth define the Asia-Pacific. A power in the making. The Philippines' strategic alliances with the US, Japan, and other key nations are redefining Asia's future. No longer a passive participant in global geopolitics, the Philippines has evolved into a central player, shaping regional security, economic growth, and diplomatic ties. Through its multifaceted relationships, the Philippines is not only creating new opportunities for itself, but also for the entire Indo-Pacific. As the world watches, the Philippines is stepping into a new role, one that will influence the future of Asia for generations to come. And in the end, what's unfolding isn't just the rise of a nation, it's the redefinition of Asia's future. Remember, the Philippines is not just shaping its future, it's shaping the future of the entire region.